This is a grower's approach to life. One of our grow tips. Rather than eating something that's toxic and poisonous and bad for your health, try eating something that's good for your health.
That's a grow tip right there.
That's a grow tip. That's just the way we live our life. Rather than eating poison, we eat healthy foods. You know? That's just us, but just something we've noticed and just a little trick of the trade we've picked up throughout life, guys. So rather than eating toxic poison to put into your body and eating lead and doo-doo, just eat good, clean, healthy stuff.
What's up, guys? It's the Growers Show podcast, and welcome back to another episode where we discuss herbs and mushrooms.
Wow.
Woohoo!
Lucas, you finally learned the name of the show after about 30 episodes? I'm shocked. I thought you would never learn. But you know what they say, you don't teach an old dog new tricks. Or is it a dog?
Yeah, it's a dog.
But in this instance, we did teach an old dog a new trick.
I am getting old.
You are like an old dog. And, oh, look at that bird over there. Anyways, getting off topic, guys. As Lucas said, and he was actually correct for the first time ever, this is actually the Growers Podcast Show Network show. And this, actually, Lucas was correct and I'm not correct. That's not even the name. The Growers, what's it called again, Lucas?
The Growers Show podcast.
It hurts your lips.
Yeah, don't put your lips on it.
And today, guys, we're talking about the lion's mane mushroom, one of the most beautiful mushrooms of all. It grows wild throughout all of North America, Europe, Asia. It's sold commonly at farmers markets. You can take tinctures of it, pills, powders, from many different nice mushroom companies online. And the benefits are just staggering. So it's really one of my favorite personal favorite mushrooms, I should say. And we're going to tell you why it should be one of your personal favorite mushrooms upon this great earth of ours.
It's been shown to improve your it's been shown to improve it's been shown
brain health. What he's trying to say,
okay,
guys, it's been a hot day out here. Lucas is he's stroking out a little bit,
and
here.
I need some brain health right now.
Yeah, you really need that brain health, guys.
I need some lion's mane right now.
Lion's mane, guys, if you've ever heard that psilocybin, that magic mushrooms, have a positive effect on your brain health and on regenerating brain cells, neurons, whatever. Lion's mane has a very similar effect, but without tripping, okay? So, if you want to experience the positive effects that, you've heard that magic mushrooms can have, overcoming PTSD, overcoming depression, just improving your overall brain health and allowing your brain cells to regenerate, but you don't want to see, who's that guy they see upon the magic mushrooms? A werewolf?
Something like that, maybe. I don't know.
Or who's that guy you saw when you were all up off of those bennies?
The Hat Man?
Yeah, if you don't want to see him or an elf or perhaps Yahweh up in the sky.
You won't be seeing Yahweh, but you might see an elf.
Well, whatever. If you want to not have the effects of magic mushrooms but still have the positive effects, lion's mane is like a non-psychoactive version where you'll have all the positive health effects, but you're not going to go crazy or do whatever that stuff will make you do. And we don't even know what the effects of magic mushrooms are, do we, Lucas? Because we prefer to follow the law and we would never do drugs, right, Lucas?
Right.
Yes. So we can't really tell you about that. But what we can tell you is lion's mane mushroom. And it will help to stimulate the growth of brain cells. It will help to recover, it'll help speed the recovery of nerve damage. It will help to clear up ulcers, and just generally reduce inflammation. So it's truly a beautiful thing, isn't it, Lucas?
And it'll protect. It'll renew your myelin sheaths on your axons in your brain.
Yes.
Which is pretty good.
Absolutely.
Also, it
That's
just like
very
keeps
good.
your neurons healthy and making the connections that they need to make and sending the messages they need to make, which is all good for you. So
it's some tremendous stuff, guys. And like I said, you can get it. The easiest way to take it is just to get pill form, powder form, or tincture online. Host Defense, or what was the company you got it from, Lucas?
Real mushrooms.
Yeah, so you can do that. Or what I have done and would prefer to do to support the local economy is go to the farmer's market. And you can often buy fresh lion's mane there. Or there's often people selling grow kits for different types of mushrooms, oyster mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms. But I have occasionally seen lion's mane. And in the past, I got a lion's mane grow kit at the farmer's market, which is a block basically of wood chips inoculated with the mycelium, totally covered in the mycelium, in a plastic bag. And you just make slits in the side of the plastic bag, dunk it in a bowl of water, and put it in the fridge for like a day. And then that will trigger it to start fruiting. And then you just put it out and spray it down with a mist water sprayer thing, and you'll grow lion's mane. And you also can, just buy fresh, buy like a chunk of it at the farmer's market. And you also, if you really want to be truly take to the nature and take to the earth, you can find it. So it grows mostly on dead wood. So dead trees, it will grow on hardwood dead trees like beech, maple, or oak. Like this oak here. And we were talking earlier, we may inoculate this tree right here with a bit of lion's mane
because he's dead.
This branch is dead. So we're definitely actually going to do it. So we'll get some spores online and we're going to inoculate this tree ourselves. And when a mushroom grows on dead wood, that is called saprophytic. Okay, so it's saprophytic. And it can also grow on eucalyptus or ash trees as well.
And another important thing to know is where you get your mushrooms, specifically like lion's mane, because these mushrooms are like basically big old sponges that'll sponge up everything in its environment, especially all of the toxins and horrible things that you don't want. And so it's great if you want to clean up an environment, but in our situation where you're wanting to eat the mushrooms, that's really not a good thing, because you just basically get this concentrated dose of like heavy metals and pollution and gross stuff. So you want to make sure that you're getting your mushrooms from a good country, not a crap country.
And any supplements, people say with turmeric, if you get it from a certain place where there's a lot of, like you'd say, crap, doo-doo, fecal matter all over the whole country.
Human feces.
There's a place where they grow a lot of turmeric. They got that.
There's a place that's basically coated in a big old thick layer of human feces where they grow a lot of turmeric.
And it's often grown also in China by cheap companies selling it from China, and then there's a ton of lead in the soil over there. So this is just a grower's approach.
But that's not Xi's fault. President Xi.
Oh, no.
That's not Xi's fault.
He is trying to clean that up, I'm sure. President Xi Jinping.
He cares a lot about the environment.
Thank you
so much.
He cares
a lot about the people. He cares a lot about us.
Yes. He's one of our greatest subscribers.
That's the reason why he's producing the mushrooms in the first place. He wants to help us.
He just wants to help.
And so he's in the process of trying to fix this situation. We're sure of that.
We're sure. We're very sure.
Yeah.
Yes. So thank you to the president.
We love you.
We love you. We pledge allegiance to the flag of the
let's not
People's
say that,
Republic of China, or whatever it's called, People's Party, or the Communist. All right, just kidding, guys. We don't obviously.
No, but we love Xi though. We love Xi though. That part is true.
But anyway, the point that Lucas is making is this is a grower's approach to life. One of our grow tips. Rather than eating something that's toxic and poisonous and bad for your health, try eating something that's good for your health.
That's a grow tip right there.
That's a grow tip. That's just the way we live our life. Rather than eating poison, we eat healthy foods. That's just us, but just something we've noticed, and just a little trick of the trade we've picked up throughout life, guys. So rather than eating toxic poison to put into your body and eating lead and doo-doo, you know, just eat good, clean, healthy stuff. That's just us.
That's how we make it through the summers here in Austin. I work outside in the 120 million degree heat, right in the sun, and I don't have any problem with that. I'm just constantly perspiring.
You're sweating profusely, as they would say.
I am sledding profusely like a dog.
Lucas, you can barely talk anymore,
And
guys.
you see, the only reason my body's able to regulate its heat so efficiently, keep myself cool, is because I don't put poison in me. I only put good stuff. I reject bad. I collect good. Same as my opinions. I believe in good things and I don't believe in bad things.
That's what you've been doing?
That is what I've been doing. That's how I've been so successful.
Man. That's so smart, dude. I never thought about it like that.
That is my key, my secret to success, my grow tip, my bro tip, my life tip, is believe in good things, don't believe in bad things. Do good things, don't do bad things. Eat good things, drink good things, don't eat or drink bad things.
And you know what, another thing I thought of? I just thought of this, Lucas. You're talking about regulating your heat. When it's hot outside, drink water.
That's a good one.
Have you ever noticed that? When it's hot, if you drink water, you'll feel better.
And you can get this from nature as well. Like if you observe nature, you can gain this kind of wisdom.
Yes.
If you look at plants, what do plants start doing when it's hot out and they don't have water? They start to wilt. They start to become ugly. But if you water them, they perk right back up.
Water.
Right? So you can observe exactly this phenomena in nature, that when you give when you give water to something that is thirsty, and when it's hot out, it comes right back and it's happy again.
Wow.
Humans work the exact same way.
So it's like water. Life needs water to survive.
Life does need water to survive.
I never thought about it like that. So I'm going to go home and I've also, one thing I've been doing is eating bowls of Miracle-Gro pellets like cereal, because I noticed that helps plants. All right, just kidding about that one, guys. But anyway, back to the lion's mane. Sorry, sometimes we get overwhelmed with our wisdom and knowledge that we need to share our tips, such as drink water, think good, positive things, and instead of eating poison, eat healthy things. Sometimes we just want to share that with you guys. But back to the lion's mane. There is some, perhaps, studies that show the lion's mane will stop the growth of cancer cells. So, it's not just helping with your mind, your spirit, but it's helping with your overall body. And it's just some incredible stuff, guys. So, like I said, throughout all of Europe, North America, Asia, it's growing. Generally in the late summer to fall, and even in the winter through milder climates, on hardwood trees, and often dead trees or dead branches or dead pockets of the tree. I have personally grown lion's mane and personally eaten lion's mane quite a bit. So what I used to do was always a few suggestions. I would slice it thin. Generally, I'd cook it up in a little oil and garlic. I always found that if you just get that garlic flavor into it, that really, because it doesn't really have much flavor itself. So I'd always cook it in some garlic oil and get that garlic in it. And so you can use it in sandwiches. If you slice it, you can slice it real thin, use it in sandwiches. I would often cut it into chunks, fry it up in a little oil, and then melt blue cheese chunks over it and put buffalo sauce on it. And it's like buffalo, nuggets. You talking about how much you love eating chicken nuggets that cost like $1 a pound or whatever. Have a little lion's mane nugget instead, Lucas. And hear that hawk?
Yeah.
The hawks are watching over us. As I said before, Lucas, the hawks are watching over me, but the cops are slowly stalking me. So let's hope the cops aren't stalking us again, buddy.
Yeah. They're probably looking for sluts in this car.
Oh, I forgot about Johnny Slutson's car. We buried it over there, guys. Oh, boy. Don't bring that up, Lucas. If you haven't seen that episode, guys, my neighbor, Johnny Slutson, got all pissed at me because I joyrode his car around and crashed it up. And so me and Lucas had to dig a hole in the ground right over there and bury it.
The Turo was calling you. I mean, you couldn't help yourself.
Yeah, I was gone off that Datura. So check out that episode, guys, where I took some datura, crashed my neighbor's Johnny Sletson's Fiat, and we had to bury it under the tree over there. But the last thing I wanted to say that I've used lion's mane for, it's real nice, guys, is I use it as croutons in a Caesar salad. So I diced it up, fried it up in some oil and garlic, and then let it cool off and dry, so it kind of like hardened up a bit. And then I just put on like some garlic salt and some herbs or something, some Italian seasoning or something like that I put on it. And I use it as croutons with a Caesar salad, and it was actually like a great consistency, great flavor. So lion's mane is a very versatile food that it's not only, abundant. It grows throughout all of basically the northern hemisphere. It's not only incredibly, medicinally potent, but it's also delicious and can be used in many sorts of dishes. So it's one of my personal favorite mushrooms of all. And, I think we're going to be growing some on this tree right here. And hopefully we'll grow some on the tree while it's still connected, because this branch is dead. And then once the branch does die, we'll bring home this tree and we're going to make a couch out of it. And hopefully we'll grow lion's mane out of it while we're sitting on the couch.
Yeah, and while we're pooping in it too.
Or, Lucas had another idea for what he wanted to do for the couch, but I'm not going to allow it.
Then we're going to put toilets in them. They're going to be so close to each other that like you're touching arm to arm, that you're just like your thighs are touching each other, and you're just pooping and you're peeing right there while you're eating out of this giant communal bowl. And you're so close that you're elbowing each other in the face, trying to get spoonfuls of this potato soup in your mouth. And yeah, dude, it's gonna be beautiful, and it's gonna be even more beautiful if like you've these beautiful lion's mane mushrooms growing out of the sides and the back of it, growing down between your legs, underneath the table, out from between your legs on the front side of the couches. It's gonna be beautiful and wonderful. And we're going to produce a lot of compost as well. The inside of all of the toilets are going to be connected. It's going to all gather at the bottom. You're just going to have to rinse it out. It's going to have a little like exit hole at the bottom. You can rinse it out, put it in the compost pile.
Don't listen to what he's saying, everyone.
And what are you talking about?
Lost his mind.
Put it in the compost pile. Produce great compost for plants that you won't be eating.
Anyways, that's enough of that, guys. We will not be doing this plan. These are the true ramblings of a truly deranged lunatic.
No, dude, it's super functional. It's like a Prius.
We made a video where Lucas laid out his whole plan for this table toilet combination with the soup in the middle. And do not watch this episode.
No, dude.
No, I put all my time into making this channel and promoting this. I'm saying for this episode, don't watch it.
No,
Lucas is sick in the head.
It's a really good video. We can't support this
idea. It's Lucas's worst idea of all time.
This is a really good idea. It's a really good idea.
You're getting on my last nerve here, Lucas. This tree, we're going to make into a table or perhaps a couch, and we're not going to make it into a toilet. We're not going to make it into a giant soup bowl, that's for sure. And we're not going to eat 10 gallons of potato soup while taking a shit next to each other.
No, dude.
If there's something I'm sure of in this life,
it's fun for the whole family,
I'm
man.
not doing that.
It's fun for the whole family and for guests as well. Imagine guests coming over, hanging out with your family. You're all pooping together. What kind of better bonding moment other than eating the same soup out of the same bowl while pooping and peeing together over the course of like 6 hours, dude? Over the course of like 6 hours, bro? Come on.
Holy hell.
That came close.
I almost took out the phone. Anyway, Lucas, you've lost your mind, buddy. This is crazy. Don't listen to this. Guys, turn off the show right now. I'm trying to talk to him. I'm trying to teach them about the lion's mane mushroom, Lucas, and you've ruined it. You've ruined another episode once again. You've ruined everything, Lucas. Ah! Ah! Oh!